question is what is sustenance capex?
Yes, yes.
So remember, friends, there are two kinds of capex that we have in our company or globally. Number one is known as growth capex. So growth capex is where you are creating new facilities and making fresh investment in capital expenditure. That is referred as growth capex. And then you have sustenance capex. And what is sustenance capex? And that is, once you set up a project, obviously you will need to spend large amounts of expenditure during the life of the project from time to time, so as to ensure that the plant the plant, the manufacturing facility works smoothly. So sustenance capex is also known as maintenance capex. I'm sure you understand the that some people call it sustenance capex, some people call it as maintenance capex, but I'm sure you can very easily understand this is the expenditure, this is the capital expenditure which is incurred to ensure that the plant the plant and equipment, they work smoothly, and that is your sustenance capex. I hope that answers your query, Shamsundarji.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good, good. Okay, then someone had asked me as to what is the net present value. All right, and okay, so your question is you just want to know as to what is net present value, or would you like me to also show it to you as to how the NPV is calculated?
It's a net present value and the calculation also.
All right, okay. So, friends, please pay attention. It's, any organization, or in our organization, in our company. Now, when sometimes you would notice that I would say that our company and anywhere globally, and that is just to let you know that these are the common tools and techniques, common practices which are practiced everywhere, including in our own group. So, whenever you are undertaking capital expenditure, which means you are going to invest millions of euros in that capital expenditure. And obviously, when you are incurring millions of euros in a capital expenditure, your expectation is that the new facility which is created should give you more revenue and should also give you more profit. Obviously, this profit has to be the rate of profit, the rate of return from this project has to be more than the cost of capital that you have used for bringing this project. Now, therefore, if you have to take a capital expenditure decision, obviously you have to be very thoughtful, you have to be very meticulous, you have to do a lot of planning, and only after doing meticulous planning you would take a decision whether to go for a capex or not to go for a capex. So there are three tools, techniques available for evaluating the capital expenditure. Number one is the payback period, as we discussed yesterday, and also saw an example on how to calculate the payback period. And number two is the net present value. Net present value. So I'm sure, and as you would recollect, yesterday we discussed as to why do we have to calculate the why do we have to convert the future cash flows in terms of present value. Just to refresh, we have to convert the future cash flows in terms of present value so as to make apple to apple comparison possible. Now, what does it mean? It means when the company is undertaking a capex plan, a capital expenditure, let's say involving 100 million euros today, so the cash outflow on account of this capex of 100 million euro is happening today. But the benefits of this project will happen in future. That means the benefit is what? Benefit is the cash that would be generated from the operations of this project. Those are going to happen in future. Let's say that life is 10 years. So what is going to happen, or what is happening? I'm putting 100 million euros today, and I'm going to get cash flow from this project over next 10 years. And we understand by practice, by experience, that the value of money changes with the passage of time. So a 100 euro note in my hand today is worth more than the 100 euro note that I will have 1 year from hence, or 2 year from hence, or 3 year from hence, because with the passage of time, value of this euro or the currency or the money will keep on declining with the passage of year. So if I have to take that decision, I obviously cannot compare the cash outflow of today with the cash inflow of tomorrow on absolute basis, because that would be misleading. For that to happen, what do I do? For that to happen, I do something which is known as converting future cash flows in terms of present value. So when I convert the future cash flows in terms of present value, then they are at par. Then the value of the future cash flows is on the same footing as the value of the money that I am putting into my project today. So this is the reason as to why do we do why do we find out the present value. And this process of finding out the present value of future cash flows is known as discounting. Now let us see how do we calculate the net present value. So I will take you to the Excel sheet that I was sharing with you yesterday, and so this is how we will calculate. So please pay attention here. Now see, this is my outflow in the year 0. So I'm investing 1000 euros in the year 0, and I'm getting 500 in the first year, 500 in the second year, and 500 in the third year. Now just to keep the example simple, we have taken the figure to be 500, but this figure can be anything. And even if this figure is anything, it doesn't really matter, because the process still remain the same. So now what do? We find out the discount factor. And how do we find out the discount factor? Please remember, discount factor we find out using our cost of capital. I'm sure you would remember yesterday we calculated the WACC, weighted average cost of capital. And I'm sure you understand what is weighted average cost of capital. Any project that we undertake, of course, is going to consume money. And the money which it is going to consume obviously is going to cost us something. And that cost is known as cost of capital. So if we have to convert the future cash flows, we use this rate, this cost of capital, for discounting the future cash flows. So in our case, example, we are assuming that the cost of capital is 12%. So this of course is 0 year. So in case of 0 year, the value of money is going to be same as it is. So it is 1. Now in the second year, the value of money is going to reduce by 12%. So what is the factor? The factor is, how do I find out this factor? So you can see I will find out this factor by dividing 1 by 1.112. That is my cost of capital. So it gives me 893. And please pay attention, it means what? It effectively means that a euro 1 year from hence is going to be worth 0.893 and not 1 euro. And why? Because my cost of capital is 12%. That means what? That means if I don't, please pay attention, it means what? It means if I don't earn 12% return on this 1 euro in 1 year, value of my 1 euro will diminish to 0.893. In the second year, it will diminish further because my cost of capital is 12%. So in the second year, it will diminish further. And how much will it become? It will, so this is the value of my euro in the year 1, okay, and it is going to get diminished by 12%, so it is going to be 0.79. And in the third year, this value is going to diminish even further, and it is going to be 0.712. Now please pay attention. Now what does it mean? It means all these euros that I have here in my top line, the values of these euros is going to undergo a change, and that change is going to be in the year 1, it is going to be 1 euro is going to be equal to 0.893. In the year 2, it will further reduce, it will become 1 euro will become 0.797, and in the third year it will further reduce and it will become 0.712. Meaning what? Meaning the 500 euros that I'm going to get in the year one, though in absolute terms it is 500 euros, but in terms of present value it is going to be 446. In the second year it is going to be 399. In the third year it is going to be 356. So assuming that this project has a life of 3 years, and this project is going to give me cash flow for next 3 years, and what that cash flow is going to be, that cash flow is going to be 446, 399 and 356. So that means from this cash flow from this project I'm getting a cash flow and whose present value is equal to okay, just let me, so I'm this project where I'm investing my money, it is going to give me cash flow over next 3 years whose present value is going to be 1201, and I'm sure you would be very easily be able to understand now. So if I invest 1000 euros into this project, my 1000 euros is gone into this project. In next 3 years this project is going to give me in absolute terms $500 for next 3 years each, right? And present value of those 500 euros for next 3 years is going to be 446, 399 and 356. So all put together this project is going to give me a cash flow whose present value is equal to 1201. So that means what? Please pay attention. That means I am getting money worth 1201 euros and I'm investing 1000 euros, and therefore what is my net present value? My net present value is this is what I am getting, and this is what I am getting, and this is what I am investing. So my net present value is going to be 201. Meaning what? Meaning if I have to decide only about one project, and if this project is giving me a positive NPV, that means I should go for this project. If this project is not giving me positive NPV, that means I should not go for it. And please remember why a project will not give me what may be the reason for a project not to give me positive NPV, and that is the cash which is getting generated from this project are not enough. Say, let's say for example, now if this figure was to be 400 here, and if this figure was to be 400 here, and if this figure was to be 300 here, then you can see your NPV is becoming minus 110. So that means what? That means if I invest 1000 euros into this project, and the cash that I generate from this project in next 3 years, or the money that I'm going to get from this project in next 3 years is worth 890. And obviously if I'm investing 1000 euros and if I'm getting only 890 euros from this project, obviously this project is not worth taking, and that's why I will reject this project. I hope that answers your question.